Right, have you got any news on next year's season? I feel like when every time we have you on, we end up talking about it, and you tend to actually have insight into what is going on, because I haven't heard anything for a little while. It's gone quite cold.
I haven't heard a lot. It's gone quite cold as well. There's probably some stuff that I can't say that I have heard.
Okay, yeah,
most of it, no, we don't hear a lot. Honestly, it would be nice to hear more. If anyone's watching from the big companies, we would like to hear more. That would be good if someone told us it.
Calendar?
We've got a calendar. We've got schedules, I don't think, yet or anything. Which makes it tough to book accommodation. You're like, do we leave on a Sunday or do we leave on a Monday?
Yeah.
So, no, hearing more would be good, especially as the people paying all the money and the main stakeholders in it would be great. Red Bull Hardline Tasmania is happening.
Yeah.
That's happening. That's going to be cool.
So you're heading out soon to go
I go test
jumps.
it on the 22nd. There's me.
Okay.
Well, I think it's Chaos. Tani is coming as well to see how the girls are going to get on, I think. Dave McMillan's coming, which is rad. We've got him to help test because he's an unbelievable bike rider. And good at testing jumps because he's just good at jumps. And myself, we go on the 22nd of January. I think I'm allowed to say it, so I'm going to double check with Red Bull in a text that this is allowed to go in.
Yeah.
And then hopefully do a cool vlog, would be sick, an LSD of the testing going down again if we're allowed. And then the race is, I want to say, 23rd, 24th of February.
Okay, so out there, test.
I think test it, make sure it all works, or tweak it if we need to. I think we've got 3 days to ride it and test it and make sure it works.
So you're pretty aware of what's on the course?
Actually, I'm not. Apparently, Win did a video there.
Yeah,
I haven't watched. I honestly haven't watched it. One of the builders, Simo, that builds a lot of Dovey with Dan.
Yeah.
So they've gone back and forth with each other because obviously Dan knows how to build a hardline. He sent me one video of this takey drop in the woods. This cool, almost a dirt jump out of it. Big drop, kind of like one in the open, the Wales one, big drop like that in these trees. Boom, and then it looks like a dirt jump dip, dude, in the trees, out of a turn, off
all
a drop.
Red dirt.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, orangey red. Looks sick.
Nice.
That's about the most I've seen. I probably should be more in touch. But then I don't want to be scared when I turn up.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I said they've given us 3 days to test. I'm like, I want to do it in a day. I'm going to try and hit everything in one day. Otherwise I've got to go to bed and be like, oh no.
I hear you, dude. It's a horrible feeling.
But I'll be really lucky if I get to hit it all in January.
Yeah.
I get to go home and chill for 3 weeks in New Zealand, knowing I'm turning up at the end of February. It does give you a psychological advantage. I feel bad for the others, but I will. I mean, Loic Bruni's going, Jackson's going, so there's good riders.
Stacked field.
Stacked field. That's the first big event.
Do you think they'll do another? Taz, Wales.
I don't. Hopefully, I think it's sick events, and they get so many views on them. Especially, well, we have no idea what the World Cup's got last year because they won't tell us.
Okay.
You could drag brake in your videos. You could drag brake into everything and pedal really hard if you wanted to throw people off.
Oh, well, Brendan, I'm not calling him out for this. He always does these lines that. Where is it, Peas Lake or anywhere, if he does something that I know is not that gnarly, he's like, oh my god, on Instagram. And I'm like, okay, it does really well on Instagram because everyone's like, oh my god, that's gnarly. I'm like, I know that's not that gnarly, but I can hit all the jumps, like, oh my god, and everyone's like, what, it must be gnarly. You know exactly what I mean. But
That's good.
yeah, I should do that maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Might be a good idea.
Over to Taz, test. New Zealand again?
Yeah, go back to New Zealand for 3 weeks, train, ride in Queenstown, and then...
Hardline?
Yeah, back to Hardline, back to New Zealand for 2 weeks in Queenstown, I think, and then we go to Crankworks Rotorua, and back to the UK. So it's actually quite full.
Yeah.
Danny's there at my house at the minute in New Zealand.
Okay.
I was supposed to be there with him. Sorry, Danny. But I'll be back there with him soon, so he's there for all of January, so I get a bit of time with him. But yeah, it's quite busy by the time I go home for 2.5 weeks. Well, home, back to Queenstown. Week in Tasmania, 3 weeks, Tasmania, 2 weeks, Crankworks, home. You're kind of on.
Yeah.
How, if you bench racing, so Danny's not got a deal on the cards, is that accurate? Can we talk about that? Do you know if there's anything happening?
I know what bike he's on at my house.
Okay. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. I was just curious if anyone, because I spoke to him the other day as well and just was asking him a few things.
Not quite a deal on the cards, but almost, I think, hopefully. Depends on a few things, I think, but... Right. I mean, he bloody should do it. It's gnarly out there. It's savage, man.
Yeah.
He got, 3 top 15s last year, which these days is not easy. A load of flat tyres where I think he would have got a podium or two.
And he's Danny Hart.
It's Danny Hart.
He's a huge name, and he would have got podiums. Honestly, I believe without those flats and mechanicals, he would have got some podiums last year.
Yeah.
And then the year before, what did he get? 3 podiums? Like,
Yeah.
he's in the mix, man.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, it's tough
Yeah.
to see him without a deal. on
Man,
the
he
cards,
should be a
obviously.
high 6-figure guy, really.
Yeah.
Like, and he's not.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's gnarly.
Yeah. Did you watch A1?
Yeah, I did. I watched, yesterday morning. Yeah, I did watch
I came
it.
up with an idea before on the other episode we just did. What an episode. You did really well then.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know what would finish it off?
But
If you could put some sort of link over my face.
yeah, I can do that. I could put
Is
a
that
video up on Ollie's face of an episode we think you'll love.
Is it on now?
There is a subscribe button here on this chair, and on my face, another video we think you'll love. Thank you. We appreciate you.
There's nothing in the chair now. Subscribe.